You know, I grew up watching Fantastic Four, the original ones, you know, with Jessica Alba and Ian Griffith and Michael Chiklis and all that. So, needing a good Fantastic Four movie, I'm like, the characters are good. I know the comics, but I really want something good. And leave it to have it with my man Pedro. We finally have a good Fantastic Four movie, y'all. Whoop, 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 whoop. The Fantastic Four: First Steps hailed as a fresh start for Marvel and glowing first reviews. What the fuck is Thunderbolts then? Chopped liver? The first reviews are in Fantastic Four: The First Steps. Okay, come on, people, get out of the way. Okay, film critics got their first chance to see Marvel's first family in action ahead of the movie's July 24, for me, the 23rd, release. As initial reviews poured in on Tuesday, July 22nd, many praised the core cast: Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss Backrack, and Joseph Quinn, while also hailing director Matt Shakman's visually pleasing addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I like that this is a period piece. That's my favorite thing about it. It takes place like in the 60s. It's like, fuck yeah. Like I like to say this takes place in the same because it's got like a futuristic 60s vibe to it. I like to claim that this movie takes place in the same universe as Legion does. If you know, you know what I mean. Especially that 60s aesthetic, with futuristic elements to it. It just gave me that vibe. The Hollywood Reporter's David Rooney wrote, the actors are so terrific and their chemistry so palpable that the hangout scenes in their fabulous Baxter building, penthouse, with a domestic droid that's like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons meets number 5 from John Badham's Short Circuit are some of the movie's most appealing interludes. Rooney adds, the director Shakman skillfully balances the humor of the family dynamic with the gravity of the situation they are facing. I herald his death. Okay, sorry. Entertainment Weekly critic Maureen Lee Linker also commended Shakman for his take on the iconic Marvel foursome writing. He leans into the comic book kishiness inherent to the material, embracing it with gonzo gusto as opposed to trying to achieve any degree of gritty realism. While adding the film's setting is Fantastic Four's secret weapon, making the otherwise ridiculous sketching abilities of Reed Richards, the radioactive gentle giant that is the Thing, the den mother vibes of Sue Storm, and the cocky womanizing wiles of Johnny Storm into something quaint and retro cool. Oh, that's mom and dad right here. Okay. Variety critic Peter DeBruge calls the film a fresh start for Marvel, noting relief the Marvel film is one that doesn't require having to have seen multiple MCU picks. I mean, you might want to watch Thunderbolts. I don't know. Beforehand, to understand the plot or characters, it's common knowledge that the Incredibles writer-director Brad Bird had the Fantastic Four in mind when he conceived his beloved Pixar cartoon, which resonated with audiences because it focused on domestic concerns of a superhero family. Now, First Steps returns the favor, adopting what worked so well in that animated homage, especially the mystery of what mutant abilities their adorable computer-generated baby might have. Oh, he has everything. Jack's got everything. I love that scene where they're testing out his powers, and it's like, he could do anything and everything. Also, I hate the fact that people are like, oh my god, but that's a woman. Yeah, there is a Silver Surfer that is a woman in the comics. This is how I know people don't read comics, like these like anti-SJW white dudes who like freak out about like Snow White and like woke like bullshit. They don't actually read the comics, because if you cared, you would know there's a female Silver Surfer. Just saying. Let's see. The Raps William Bibani offer pros and cons to Shakman's take on the heroes. The film evokes the grandeur of an early Fantastic Four comic and the many moments of humanity, heft, and even whimsy that comes part and parcel with that legacy, he explained. However, sometimes unconvincing CG on the Thing and a script that left more to be desired when it comes to the Fantastic Four's journey from humans to heroes knocked the pick down a peg. I mean, we're going to see more stuff come together for Doomsday, but also, too, in Civil War. But they're still writing Doomsday script as they're filming, by the way. You know, most of that, 95% of that movie is going to be CGI and nostalgia. We all know that. Let's see. For IndieWire critic David Ehrlich commended the film's visuals, but found the feature lacking when it came to showcasing superpowers amongst the Fantastic Four, noting Chapman is too afraid of how silly his character's superpowers look in live action to have any fun with them, which is a problem The Incredibles solved too well and with too much comic ingenuity for this movie to simply try and ignore. The movie's in theaters Thursday, July 24th. Oh, yeah, that's right. July 24th. That's when I'm seeing it. Haha. I don't know, guys. Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of weird. Let's see, Silver Service. Yeah, like I don't understand. Like it's like how there's been more, Captain Americas and Black Panthers. Like so yeah. I don't know. Like a lot of people are freaking out like about Ironheart. Like she's a new Iron Woman. I'm like, that's not. I'm like, guys, just chill out. Or a lot of people are learning about Wonder Man. I'm like, yeah, that's another MCU character. He actually went to the premiere as Wonder Man. I'm like, that's how you promote a new show to get people are like, oh, he's locked in, let's go. I mean, even Kevin Feige is like, you know what? Let's reboot the whole MCU. I'm like, you are so scared. He is frightened of what James Gunn's gonna do with the DCU, and I can't wait, because that's why they're still writing the script of Doomsday, because they're like, oh shit, we got to figure out how to do something besides nostalgia bait and CGI. Like it's so funny to me. I am so happy that we actually got competition, because Zack Snyder's DCU was not it. Imagine being mad about ladies in movies. Tell me about it. Like seriously, like that's or even people of color. Like it's still crazy that we finally get Mephisto in the MCU finally after all this time, which means we're going to see more of Aubrey Plaza's death, because if you're bringing people back from the dead, disrupting the balance of life and death, her ass is going to be on yours. Just saying. Woohoo! Which means I dress up and get my crown ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Wait. There we go. Booyah. Sorry. I can't wait to get this cosplay done so I can wear this. Also, speaking of cosplays. Anyway, speaking of cosplaying, I'm working on Eve Teschmacher from Superman, the real hero of the story. Her and Crypto are the real heroes. I will die on this hill. You cannot tell me. Oh, so it was not Superman. Eve was taking selfies with classified information. Okay. And Crypto, he's the goodest boy. But I'm doing a cosplay of Eve. At the end, she's wearing like a purple dress, like a tight purple dress, and with like, I found most of the stuff already. It's maybe next week or the week after I'll dress up as her and do like a very self-obsessed type of stream. But also yesterday, a lot of actors from Superman have had birthdays in July. Yesterday was Sarah's birthday, the actress who plays Eve, and she saw my Instagram story tagging her happy birthday, so that made me so happy. So I'm like, everyone's like, yeah, you were definitely her. You're definitely Eve. I'm like, yeah. I loved her the moment I saw her in the trailer. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to see more of her, because she was just they're very tight-lipped about that letter hack. I just know the only thing I know is that she's going to be a mess, like a big mess. Like it's going to be the person behind Supergirl is now tagged to do Wonder Woman and a Teen Titans movie. Like that means that Supergirl is going to be a very important and very like excellent like movie being like executed. But people worry that Crypto's gonna die. I don't want that to happen because it's Crypto. Come on, the Wonder Dog. Come on, man. That's all I've heard. Oh my god, that's right. That's what it was based off of. It's been a while since I read that. But I just know she's gonna be a hot mess. But like some people are saying it's not all completely based off the comic, and some people are doing like there's different things. I'm like, but here's the thing. At least James Gunn knows comics. You know, like at least he knows. He's a big comic book nerd, so he knows what he's doing. Can imagine it. Actually, I think Ravana would make a good Raven. She did a cosplay of that a few years ago for Halloween. Really good Raven. Yeah, they always change shit. So who knows? If Crypto fucking dies, I'm gonna be so mad. Anyway, I'm excited to hear Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn. Yes. Yeah. She's gonna be in a new Tim Burton movie, The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman or whatever. Yeah, Lobo being the villain actually kind of makes sense. Honestly, like that's like I mean, yeah, Lobo is the villain in the Supergirl movie. Yep. Perfectly casted by Jason Momoa. I mean, he honestly thought he was gonna be Lobo in the DCEU, but Zack Snyder was like, "Nope, I'm gonna cast you in a role that's kind of different for you, but maybe you could work. But give me blonde Aquaman." But yeah, I'm just ready to hear Margot Robbie's back as Harley Quinn because I do not see anyone else playing Harley Quinn in James Gunn's DCU. Okay. Y'all know I love Margot Robbie. But yeah, Tim Burton's doing a remake of The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, and Margot Robbie's going to play the lead. And I'm like, fuck yeah, Tim Burton in his comeback era from between Wednesday and Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice is coming out soon. I'm very excited. Yeah, Neil, that symbol in the background. Yeah, I like purple. It's my favorite color. Definitely. I'm very much looking forward to seeing like what projects. But I'm a lot of people already have who they want in mind for Wonder Woman. I'm like, just don't be someone who has killed innocent Palestinians, and we should be fine.
Watch this